Welcome back and welcome for the very first time, if it is your first time. Um, this is Gracefully Fit and Wealthy. This is a statement of hope and prophetically, I would say in some ways speaking, because it's what we're aiming for, to become fit and to become wealthy. Um, Year 2025, we're in year 2026 because this is overdue. Um, But year 2025, we were able to, as far as the fit is concerned, I was able to lose 25 pounds towards the latter year because I started really focusing on it in May. Um, and we'll see what 2026 brings. As far as debt, I don't have a number off the top of my head of how much I paid. Um, but it probably was around like 5,000 or so, 5,000 or so dollars. I'm not sure, around that much. So we're starting to keep track. And so at the end of this year, hopefully 2026, I'll be able to have more of a clear number. But anywho, I digress. Welcome back. Welcome for the first time. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe so that we can continue this journey. You can see how I grow over time um and all of that. So this video is going to focus on more of the gracefully wealthy part, and this is for December 2025. I mentioned last video, but I'll mention it again since we're still gonna be in the new year. Happy New Year. I pray health and peace and joy and all the good things over you and your family. And let's get started on the video. So December, of course, is a rough month as far as like budget is concerned and remaining on budget because there's all kinds of unexpected things. But overall, I think we did pretty good. Um, okay, so focus. So food, we definitely did not stick to the food budget. That's mostly because I've mentioned previously, I work in education. I'm a school counselor. Just graduated 6 months ago, last year, with my master's, which is why, we need to start the dead journey because grad school is not cheap. But yeah, so I'm working in education, so I've been home for about 2 weeks now. We're about to go back in a couple of days. So the more I'm home, the more I'm likely to spend on food. So that was over budget. Gifts, I did pretty good. That's one of my lowest over budget for like gifts so far. Um, because I wasn't giving out. It's not the season for it. So we're just gonna, all my friends, family members are gonna have to wait until I pay this debt. And then I'll be as generous as my heart desires to actually be. I had to stop by the urgent care, so that was up. But as you notice, I only have $13 for it, which is my UFit. Um, I consider it under health. So I was only expecting to spend that because my dental plan, I mentioned last video, I was gonna stop that because now with my new job with my school, it's kind of taken within my paycheck already. So it's not something I have to pay um after getting paid, if that makes sense. Um, yeah. Oh, look at that. I was under budget with transportation. In transportation, I include my gasoline and my insurance. That's basically it. Or anything having to do with my car. Personal, I should probably raise that, but we'll try to stick to that. Personal is basically as if it's not food, I just anything that I spend outside of food. Um, Utilities, I usually include my internet and I think it's phone bill and internet. That's basically um it. And then that, of course, takes most of my money. It's one of the roughest season in life when you literally are paying debt because it kind of feels like you're just working for your money to just evaporate and disappear. Um, but it's a necessary step. So that went over, which is a good thing because that means I put more towards it than I was expecting to. And then this is for my subscriptions. And these are this ended up being a gift, I guess I gave to myself in some way. It was supposed to be used as like the gifting because I did have to, well, I did ended up participating in a gift exchange with my job. I think that's what I set that aside. I can't completely recall. It's been a while. Anywho, so the breakdown, I'm gonna encourage every video for this. I think that's one of the best thing about this for me with budgeting is just writing everything down, making sure I'm keeping track. I love the visual of being able to see exactly where it's going, give it a name, you know, recall, why, what I'm spending on and what I can change and all of that. Until you see it, it's hard to change it. So this for the phone, I believe I mentioned previously, if I haven't, my phone bill is yearly. So this basically goes into a vault within my check savings account. And then I think I'm gonna start putting in because I didn't do this before. What I'm putting in my vault as far as saving, I didn't want to quite put it under expense, but I guess it could be. So these two are not quite expense. They are just what I put in my vaults for like different more yearly subscriptions. Like my Amazon is yearly now. Phone bill is yearly. Yeah. Um, gym like the gym fees are yearly, even though like the monthly subscription is is monthly. Um, Again, I'll digress and continue some of the things I wanted to point out. Mm, so as I mentioned, I had to stop by the urgent care, so that's why the health side was a little bit higher. Most of my spending that I'm responsible for is just my share of the rent because I live with my parents and just food. That's one of my main expenses. Um, so dear Mohila, well, not dear at all because not so dear Mohila got most of my paycheck. So it is with paying off debt. Um, Yeah, I think that's basically it. I was glad to be able to put that much towards it. I was trying to aim for that tax benefit of putting 2,500 towards that student loans specifically. So I think with that I made it. This is what I got paid. This was my second paycheck was a little higher. This was actually why the November one, I thought I was gonna get the same extra pay. Like I said, it's a settlement thing that's happening with education. Um, but I didn't get it last time, but I got it in December. I don't know when I'll get it again, so I think moving forward I'll still budget. Well, not but yeah, budget off of 1848.20 because that's my regular paycheck now. Um, but this was a nice little bonus that helped. Okay, let's not make it long, so let's go over to what we're looking like with our progress so far. So student loan finally under 57,000. Woot woot. And we got down to the 75,000. Um, so I remember in back in August is when I started. It was at 81,000. So listen, I'll take it. I'm glad that we're making progress. You know, it can sometimes feel like a never-ending journey, but we'll get there. It's one step at a time. It's a big number, but I serve a big God. Um, and as I've mentioned before, if you would like to know more about my assets, I'd be glad to share. I can go to the dashboard and kind of give an overall. So right now my net worth is at 20,000. That's added with my the worth of my car and all of that. But we can certainly go into the asset part if you have a question about it. But like I said, I'm mostly focusing on paying off debt. But if you have a question or if you would like to see more of it, let me know. Um, oh, this timed out. I wanted to actually show the, what is it? Back to it. The breakdown, but it's basically the same. Yeah, I don't really have to show them all here because the breakdown is basically the same, but I wanted to show the interest. Um, as I mentioned last time, we finally paid off the first loan. Yay, 500. Now we're focusing on loan. I was going to go for loan five. That's why I had put it in this order because that's the order I wanted to attack it. But actually, I am going to, instead of focusing on five, I've changed to focusing on four, no, six, on six, because these two are at 8%. And as much as I just wanted to pay this off and have one more that's like, congratulations, you're done. Um, I think because of how much I am paying per month in interest with these two massive ones, I really want to make sure that 8% is like as low as possible. I'm still gonna keep making $100 towards this one. So these are the two that I'm gonna be mainly focusing on. And yeah, as far as like credit card, we had some more, but these ones I pay off every month. I don't carry um I don't get interest off of them like a carrier balance. So it's just that at this particular time, that's where they're at. But they are cleared off at the end of the month. Um, these ones we're working on. Um, so yeah, that's basically it. If you have any question, please let me know. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to mention. Just hopefully you're doing great. As far as your own journey and all of that. Um, I will definitely see you next time um that I post, and hopefully we can continue to do this journey together. Okay? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.